It says, all right, it says that I'm live right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you I see your face.
All right. All right. So how you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. We had some technical difficulty. As always, things can't go perfect. We have to make things work when it's time. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So thank you for joining. Just about to get this
Doing
going.
well. Hope you guys.
So thank you for joining. Tonight we just doing a networking notary. So I appreciate you all. With a special guest here, the one and only, the motivator, the educator, high energy, and the true definition of Black excellence. It's Ty. So just give us a second. I'm about to bring her on. We just had to get some, technical stuff out the way per usual, but we're all good. Let's see. It looks like we have Ty in here. Hey, so how's it going? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, so you boy hear me?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm awesome. Awesome.
Man,
Thank you so much for having me on your show, man.
Man, it is. The pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine. See, I've been following you for a while now. And
Yeah. Thank you.
that energy you bring is a whole other piece.
Yeah.
It's
different. I'm gonna tell you, it's different to be on this side because normally on the other side, answering the asking the questions and all the things.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh man, well, this should be fun.
But I'm ready.
All right. So, how is your day today? So let's start with that because I know you stay busy.
Yeah. I stay busy all the time. Honestly, today was crazy. So I was working on. Well, I'm currently working on a deal for an apostille to be able to obtain a what do you want to call it? A strategic partnership where they'll start feeding me business consistently. And we're talking about like five grand. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm nervous.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my headphones. Cancel some of the noise.
Okay, I'll be right back too. Let me get mine. Hang on.
All right. Thank you, those who are just joining in. Like I said, we had to get some stuff situated, so technical difficulty, but you can't be perfect. I always say the goal is not perfection. The goal is consistent action. So we cannot be perfect all the time.
Yes.
All right. So,
yes.
So we are back. We are back with the one and only.
Thank you so much. Again, I appreciate you for having me. This is awesome.
That is awesome. So you were talking about your day, and then we'll start. So let us
Yes.
know how your day was.
Yes. So I do a lot of apostilles. That's like my core business. And I'm working on what I want to call a strategic partnership where this company could potentially be feeding me business. And we're looking at a value of like 5,000. So I'm kind of, my mind is kind of going all over the place because you want to be able
Hmm.
to be presentable and say the right things to close the deal, all those type of things.
Yeah.
So it's been hectic. And then I met a new marketing company that I'm going to hopefully try to enlist because apostilles is an untapped market, is an
Yes, it
untapped
is.
gold mine. Yes, we're going to move.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, because
Yep.
I just started. I just started advertising that service up here,
Yeah.
but I've gotten some hit, but because I've never actually went through the whole process, and I've called the Secretary of State, they kind of give me a quick rundown of it,
Hmm. Hmm.
but I'm having like folks will call me get information, and then they don't, and they're like, all right, so we don't. Oh, that's your price, all right.
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
so I haven't really been able to complete one, but I am all
No.
over the
Okay.
place
I
now.
mean, but you have me now. I'm
You're
here. I
right.
can help you.
You're right.
Yes.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
for those who don't know you, which I highly doubt, but every now and then we have a couple folks out here. So tell them who you are. Beside the high energy that just come to your screen, like,
you know. Okay, so I am Ty, the Abnormal Notary. I started, I became a notary public in 2020 when the whole pandemic was starting. Became a loan signing agent, found that I loathe loan signing. I don't like waiting for my money. That's one. So then I moved into fingerprinting. Then I realized I don't want to be touching people's fingers, right? All
ooh,
kinds of different, yeah, I just can't do it. So then I found apostilles and I took a course back in October. Um, it was like a new course, foundational. And I was like, oh my God, this seems like something interesting. And I'm the type of person, like, I like to research and try to figure out things myself.
okay,
So I did one. I was just like loan signing. I don't know nothing about loan signing. I just jumped into the river. No lifeguard, no lifeguard, no life jacket, no nothing. Okay.
yeah,
Same thing with apostille. So I did it. First one, my first one was a non-Hague going to Indonesia. And I remember going to the embassy and I'm like, yo, I just made X amount of dollars for 10 minutes.
wow,
I think I'm going to explore more. So I've made my business out of apostilles. And now I'm
really,
teaching people, yes, and now I teach people how to do it because I believe that sharing is caring, man. I don't think that we should hoard information. We should share and everybody should be winning. So that's
well,
a nutshell. Yeah.
yeah, well, that right there, I'm glad you said that. Like, you don't think like we should be withholding information. I
Yeah.
think that comes with some people has a scarcity mindset, but
Hmm.
once you have a scarcity mindset, it's going to be hard for you to grow because you feel
I
like
concur.
everything that comes across you, you have to keep it to yourself.
Hmm.
People they are not willingly sharing, or if they are sharing something, they want something in return right back.
Always,
You know what I
always.
mean? But once
Yeah.
it's the whole law of abundance. Once you accept that law, and once you are able to share stuff with
Hmm.
people, you are able to collaborate because everybody gets stuck in competition mode. But
Which I
we,
don't understand that. Like,
yeah, what you fail to realize, you get stuck in competition mode. You eventually you're going to get stuck. But if you are willing to collaborate and
correct,
help one another out, that's where the true
correct,
growth comes in.
correct,
You see, but
correct.
a lot of people, a lot of all folks don't do that. And I'm just being honest.
I mean, listen, I love it. You know, for me, I think a lot of people, they ask me, like, hey, so Ty, why do you call yourself the abnormal notary? I mean, one, I mean, I'm all, I'm tatted all the way,
That
up, right?
that was my
Um,
next question.
yeah,
That was
man,
my
I don't
next
know how
question.
many I have. Like, this whole arm is like a sleeve, like this whole thing, right? And
Jeez.
then I have this over here. And I'm going to tell you, can I tell you something?
Go
I
ahead.
literally meet customers just like this. How I'm dressed, just like this,
Really.
just like this. Yes, 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 yes.
You know what? Again, for those of you who's on here, you know why she's able to do it because she owns her own business. You know, That is key right there. Like I'm not saying you have to be like Ty. Everyone has their own style. Everyone has their own flow. But because she's in a position where she owns her business and she's providing abnormal services in an abnormal way, and it just gravitates. Everyone gravitates around her. That's how I was able to come across her page, and I was like, "Yo, she's dope." like,
Oh,
like
thank you so much.
I'm like, I don't know who that is, but I'm about to follow her and see if I can get some information from her. Wait, hold on, just give me a sec. I just got this new light, right? This ring light.
Yeah, that's all
This
good.
thing is burning me up right now. Like I literally just, got it off
Listen, I'm
Amazon.
gonna tell you right now, and tell me how do you pronounce? I want to say Ishmael, but how do you say your name? Because I
I,
always kill people's names.
my name is Ismael.
Ismael. I
Yeah,
got you.
but
I
folks
like it.
done they've been
No, I
messing up
want
my
to. I want
name
to call
since
your
the
name right.
beginning.
I be killing people's name all the time. This is what I'm gonna tell you, because you're starting out in YouTube. Technical stuff is gonna happen, yo. You're gonna be like,
Gotcha.
what in the living? Like, what's going on? You can think everything's on point. The light will go out. You'll lose a disconnection and connection back and forth. But at the end of the day, listen, just keep pushing. I
Yeah,
think what you're doing is awesome. So
man,
I
I
appreciate you.
appreciate I appreciate it. My wife been telling me to get on making videos for a couple years now, so I'm not gonna lie.
Residual income.
I'm not gonna lie. I did slack off for that, and that's one thing. We all go through our own phases where
Mhm.
we have to accept our own process.
Yes.
So as I'm noticing more things are changing, I was like, look, let me just get on here, even though I don't like doing it, but it's not a matter of what I like,
Yes.
because in order to grow, you have to go beyond your comfort zone.
Listen. I agree with. I think that a lot of entrepreneurs, if you're truly, because I think for me, there's a delineation between being a business owner and an entrepreneur, right?
Yep.
For me, an entrepreneur is you have to understand that true why. It doesn't matter if this fails today or if this happens tomorrow. You still have to keep pushing. And people ask me like, Ty, what time do you get up? I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yep.
right? I do my prayer, I work out, and then I'm pushing. But guess what? My work is almost halfway done by the time they wake up, right?
Yep.
So I think to your point, it's a mindset. It's a mindset.
That's true. That's true. You
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
look.
man.
We over here talking about not being perfect, and I just realized I hit the button to turn off our camera.
But guess
Hold on.
what? I kept going. See, I got you.
Jeez, that's
I got you.
crazy. But
I told you. I got you though. It's all good.
that is amazing.
Yeah, man.
So you pretty much only been in this industry for about a
Uh,
year, two
about a
years,
year and some change. Yeah.
and then from there, like you find out what works for you, and you just took off with that.
Oh yeah.
So some people will have a huge issue with that. So how did you overcome like fears and doubt in the beginning?
Um. So I still have fear and I still have doubt and I still
Hmm.
have anxiety. Oh yes. Oh yes. Um. I found that the 9 to 5 is not for me. And I found that the only way that I'm going to be able to step outside my comfort zone, step outside that, the fear and whatnot,
Yeah.
I just have to do it. Um, but what I also found though too is like you can self-sabotage yourself, right? You can be afraid of success, right? And I think that for me, maybe it's just because of my generational bloodline. I don't know. I've always had this anxiety of, oh my God, but what if I do this and it doesn't go well, right? Or what if
Mm,
it fails? And so that prevents me from moving forward. But I've gotten to the bottom of the can. I can't go nowhere else. So
yep.
now it's like, you know what? You're not paying my bills. You don't know my situation. So who the hell do I have to fear except the fear that I make up in my head? So now
Exactly.
I'm now I'm now I'm pushing forward and just,
That
repeating
is
the process and doing better.
that
Trying
is
to.
amazing. That is,
Yeah.
and then I'm kind of glad how you kept it true, saying that you still have fear, you still have doubts,
Oh,
because
yes. Absolutely.
sometimes, because sometimes folks see you in the spotlight, they feel like you have it figured out, which you really don't.
That's so good. That's so good. That's so good you say that. Because I was just praying earlier. I'm like, yo, people see the exterior and they'll be like, oh, Ty, she's da 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 da, but they don't see the inner turmoil that I go through on a daily basis, or the things that I'm struggling in my mind to just stop. You know what I mean? Like it's hard, but you just got to keep going, man.
You're absolutely, yep, you're absolutely right. So do you find it waking up early helps you?
I find what helps me is working out, because for whatever reason, I guess it's the serotonin and the cortisol levels that go up. My brain is just firing. I
Mhm.
realized that if I don't do that, I'm a sluggish, like, couch potato. Like, I don't want to do nothing, like nothing. So my intent is always to, by the grace of God, get up and do what I need to do. Yeah.
Nice, nice. That is amazing. Yeah, because I remember there was this one time I think I was up around like 4 a.m. and we was texting it like we was writing on Instagram about YouTube and us getting together. And I'm like, 'cause I was surprised that you was up because I don't really see a lot of people up around that time.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, that is
Yep.
amazing. That is amazing. And another thing I want to touch on,
Yep.
you mentioned about as far as the 9 to 5 life, which is, that's not something that you want to do
Hmm.
or you have a passion for doing.
No.
But just so for those who are watching on here, I just wanted to we're not saying that 9 to 5 is bad because I was doing the 9 to 5 when I started this business. I was doing it all till last year. Right now I'm taking a break, try to see what's working and what's not working within the business. You can totally do this business with a 9 to 5 because I was working first shift. As soon as I get off at 3, and then what I'll do, I'll schedule my appointment after 4 because I know it's gonna take me a
Yep.
good, 45 minutes to get home, get situated.
Exactly.
Schedule my appointment after 4. On the weekends, man, the weekends I was all over the place. So,
Right.
so it's definitely possible to get this business done working at
Yes.
9 to 5. You have to do what's work for you. You have to do what's going to take you to the next level. You know,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
I always tell people, don't worry about what the next person is doing. You have to focus on your own journey because everyone
Yes.
has their own trials, everyone has their errors. Focus on you at the moment, and everything else that you desire, everything will be manifested.
Facts. Facts.
So let's see what I got for you. So you just apostille. That's the only thing you do. You don't do anything else.
No. I do general notary work. And at one point I was outsourcing. I had a couple of notaries that were helping me. Shout out to Nicola and Zaneta. They were helping me, but then I found that, you know what, I can actually do the notarizations myself. So I try not to really focus on that. I actually overprice my general notary so they don't hire me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, my core, like I have a passion, a passion for it is apostilles. Like I'm trying to build an empire king. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
Gotcha. Well, what's
Yeah.
the so briefly, just give me what's a quick overview of what that is. Like somebody call you saying, "Hey, I need something certified by the state." Like, give me a quick overview. Like, what would you do? Like, what's the basic steps? Like, is it as complicated as it sounds?
No, it's not. So I'll give you. Let me think about this. I like questions like this. Okay, cool. I got it. So, say for instance, I was going to Ecuador, okay, and I wanted to move there as a part of their I don't want to say it right, say it wrong. A part of their process is for you to obtain an apostille for your birth certificate. Without that apostille, you won't be able to live right in Ecuador. Um,
Mm,
a lot of people misconstrue that apostilles has to do with the document. It doesn't. It's all about the notary.
I'm one of
So,
them.
hey, okay. So typically, the notary's name is on the apostille. So they're
Mhm.
certifying to ensure that you are duly commissioned, is not expired, and you basically know what the hell you're doing, pretty
Okay.
much. Um, but as far as the birth certificate, simple process. Somebody comes to you, they say, "Hey, Ty, I have a birth certificate. I need to go to Ecuador. Can you help me?" Sure. Where was your birth certificate issued? It was issued in New Jersey. Okay,
Mm,
cool. Is it the blue form, meaning is it the long one or is it the short one? They'll be
yeah.
like, "Oh, it's the long one. It's from the state. It has, the said state register on it." I'm like, "Cool." You take that thing, to the Secretary of State. They apostille it, come back to you. You give it back to your customer. You made $150. That's it.
That's it.
For all of like 5 minutes of work. Yes. Yeah.
So you're meeting with the client the same way as a general notary. You know, verifying IDs, checking the documents, you notarizing it, and then you bring it to the Secretary of State, and they do the rest.
Correct. And sometimes with the birth certificates, because you don't notarize vital records, you just have to make sure it's the right one, and the state registrar name that's supposed to be there for the state is there. And then from that, you just meet them. They give you a copy because you don't want the original because they're not going to get that back.
Okay.
You get a certified copy. You take that and then you ship that sucker off. You wait for it to get processed. It comes back to you. You then meet your client, hand off the completed apostille, tell them, hey, don't detach it because if you do, it's null and void. And you get paid. That's it.
Okay. So you're not the one that's shipping into the other country. That's them. That's their responsibility.
No, I've done that too. I have shipped to Ecuador. We'll soon be shipping to South Korea. And the pricing is crazy. These people will pay $130, $40 for me to ship it to them, right? It's crazy.
Wow.
Yes. It's crazy. I'm telling you, just yesterday, right? Sorry. I get excited about this. You say,
hey, bring it on.
I get excited. So yesterday, right, I had a guy that literally lives 25 minutes away from the Secretary of State. Okay, he could have went to the Secretary of State and done what he needed to do.
Yeah.
He paid me $1,800. $1,000 of that is going to the state for them to rush it for 1 hour. Okay, I was like, cool. I'll be a carrier. I'll come and meet you, notarize your document, give me your document. I'll take it to the Secretary of State. Right. I profited $800 for all of 10 minutes of work. Outside the drive time. The drive time was like 54 minutes, but then the rest of it was like,
Look, here's the crazy part, right? I have a branch office, Secretary of State, that's like maybe not even 10 minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
So that's why I started to start looking into it to see. But my thing is, I want to make sure I'm properly educated, as far as like getting the right information. At least, like, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but at least knowing the proper step on how to go about it. If somebody called me, I know how to guide them. Because it looks bad on us. Somebody call you and you don't know what you're doing. It's like
yes.
So now that just created a whole issue with, hey, can I trust this person? Are they business legit?
Correct.
Like, so that just ruined it for you. But I feel like, if I'm able to, become more comfortable with doing this, like I said, it's 10 minutes away. I don't care about.
I'm saying that's easy money. There's no shipping cost. There's no nothing else. It's literally your hand to paper to driving steering wheel, and you're going there, and that's it. Get paid.
Look. We have to talk. We're gonna. Have to talk about it.
Listen, I help a lot of people because I love teaching. I love helping, but people make it more complicated than it really is. It's really not. The only complicated part is when you have to go to a deeper level as far as the process and obtaining one, like in Washington, D.C., the embassy consulate, blah, blah, blah. It's not even difficult. It's just more paperwork. I would attach apostilles to paperwork. It's paperwork.
Got you.
Yes.
That is amazing. So the next thing I want to ask you, right? What since you started your business, what has been the most impactful thing that have happened to you, or you learned throughout your journey? What had the most impact on you throughout your journey so far?
Patience.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll say. Patience. Yeah. I have found that customers will take you as far as you allow them to. And I've also learned that the process is just not as easy as, I got an idea. Let's start it. Let's go. Okay, but hang on, Ty. Do you have your foundation down? Do you have your infrastructure, which is your processes, your businesses, right? Do you know how to know your numbers? What's converting? What's not converting, right? So understand that you have to take time to do the basics in order to be able to say, yep, I'm ready to go. So
got you.
That's what I've learned.
Well, patient is, that's something we all struggle with. because you know it's
Yeah.
it's just human nature how how we when we want something we want it to happen now, but once you know understand the law, the universal
Yes.
laws,
Yes.
even if you understand it sometime, the human characteristic will show, which is why it's
Yes.
not about perfection once again. So it's a lot of patience, self-discipline, and you
I
won't
have
always,
none. I'm working
yeah,
on it.
yeah, you won't always get it right. You will not always get
Yes.
it right.
Yeah.
It's a consistent process, and that's why a lot of people need to start realizing. You
Oh,
know,
definitely. Yeah, and plus too, I think another thing that's huge for me is procrastination. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm going to procrastinate as long as possible to
hmm
not do it, even though the thing that I need to do that I'm procrastinating over will probably get me to the next level, right?
yep,
It's
that's
it's
true.
like it's a mental like battle with yourself that you've made up in your head by yourself, right?
That's true. Look, so somebody's Linda says she loved the shirt.
She made it.
What the shirt says?
No peasants allowed. Peasants.
Ooh,
Let me show you the back. Can you see the back? Oh, hang on.
keep turning. Yep,
You know?
yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. People,
Oh,
places, and things. That's what I say.
nice.
Peasants.
Look, see, I'm
Yes.
gonna have to give me a shirt like that.
Listen, I'm just trying to do things differently, man. And I think that it is so important that we're kind to one another. I think, the notary community as a whole, I think it's really, really good. But I also think that there's people that can mess it up for others and they get lost in
hmm
translation. So I think being different, abnormal, and sharing information is caring. I think we win.
Okay. Yep. Nah, you're absolutely right. And another thing, that I've noticed within the notary groups, just there's a lot of negativity in the Facebook group. I'm just gonna call it for what it is.
Call a
I,
spade a spade.
and then because I feel like most of that negativity comes between us,
Oh, absolutely.
because I don't see Karens in there arguing over nonsense.
Okay.
It's always us. It's
Okay.
always us. And I
Okay.
and that's like that's one of the stuff that is keeping us back, not us being advanced. Because if you just look at the speakers that goes on like those annual
Yes.
conferences,
Yes.
I would like to see more of us up there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what I mean? And I feel like what I've seen now, there's a lot of folks that's capable, but there's a lot of folks that's also capable, but they have that scarcity mindset once again.
Hmm.
And it's like how, like, what do you think? Well, I'm not saying there's an all solution for this. What do you think will help improve that within our community?
Stop prejudging before you get to know somebody.
Hmm,
I
that's
mean, at the
true.
end of the day, because I mean, think about it. We are the only, and y'all know me, I'm gonna keep 100. We're in my humble opinion, the only race that will spend $10,000 and we got $10 in the bank, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then we want to be like, oh, you can't do XYZ, or I don't want you to beat me and I don't want you to go higher than me. But why can't we just go together? Right?
Mm,
People already assume what they assume about us regardless. So basically we're
yep.
giving them what they expect us to be. That's stupid.
Yeah.
So why not change the narrative? So to me, it's like understanding who you are, accepting differences, accepting someone's opinion. Because at the end of the day, even though I may not agree or you may not agree, somebody else will. And that's another link that you can add on.
Yep.
Right. So that's my thought on it. It
Yeah.
annoys me, as you can see. I loathe it. It's so stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And then, because I've been removing myself from some Facebook group because, just
Oh, so
seeing
did
what,
I.
yeah,
Yep.
seeing what they talk about. I'm like, look,
I
man,
don't like Facebook anyway.
this is not for me.
Yeah, no,
This is not
Facebook
for
is
me.
horrible. They treat people horribly. Like even newbies, they treat them horribly. And I
Yes.
get it. And I get it. They may ask multiple questions multiple times, but at the end of the day, if you're there to help, it doesn't matter. Now, if they need more help, then maybe you should get on a call with them and show them. This way, maybe they need that hands-on to eye action.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think the cruelty that's in the groups, it's ridiculous. And then we're
Yeah.
always like, competing with each other. Why?
That's the
Why?
problem.
There's enough money to go around for everyone.
That's the problem. That is the problem because they feel like all the money has to come to them. And then just to piggyback off the whole newbie thing, it's like I feel like people forget that they were once a new notary.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's like like as soon as they start asking questions, oh, you should already know this, you should know that. You're like, oh, like, look, there was this one time, right?
Yeah.
This is when I was first starting. You know, I got on Facebook group. I'm not doing that again. So I actually, so I was getting calls, right? Because I'm in Bristol County, but I was getting calls for like it was in a different county. But
Mhm.
you know how when you read the state law and you still kind of want like some additional
Yes.
information.
Yes.
So I went in the Facebook group and I asked them, hey, I live in this county here. I have someone reaching out to me. They live somewhere else. Can I provide service? Oh, you stupid. You should know that. It's in your book. This and that. I was
What?
like,
Listen.
mind you,
Ridiculous.
first go around and I'm just getting a little bit of traction and I'm just starting out and
Yeah.
that Facebook
Crumble.
group, man,
Crumble.
when I say they went hard, there was like probably two people who reached out to me and they did not look like me. I'm just
Of
being honest.
course. No, but
They
of course. But that's
they re-
always the way it is.
they reached out to me and break it down for me. Everybody else was just clowning me. Or you
Makes
shouldn't be
sense.
a notary. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that.
They're haters. That's all. You're a hater. You're just having a bad day. Maybe you should go back to sleep and wake back up again.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Man, I have not been keeping up with the chat. Hold on, let me
And
see.
I can't see it because I messed up.
Let me see.
Ismael, I messed up. Listen.
Hey, if you guys have any question, please, please ask your question. I'm
It's
about
so
to
weird
see.
to be on this side of things. It's so weird.
So, are you a reader?
I am.
All right. What's your top 3 books?
The first one is the 100 how to be successful, 100 things how to be successful. Like I put it into the Mighty Networks group. The other one is how to make, I don't know the name of them. It's how to minimize the task in under a minute a day. And then the third one is the Bible.
Mm,
I don't,
gotcha.
I'm not a reader of the Bible because it gets boring. But I have found that there's passages in there that is helping me with my people, places, and things.
Okay,
So,
makes sense. Makes sense.
yeah.
For me, I would say my top 3 books. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill.
Ooh.
That
See, I'm not
is
good with names. When I hear the name, I'm like,
that.
oh, I know that book.
Look, I do my best to go through that book at least once a year,
Oof.
and it is
No, it's amazing.
absolutely amazing.
It's
And
amazing.
then the next one will be Think and Grow Rich with the
Hmm.
whole process, and The Richest Man of Babylon.
I haven't read that one actually.
That one that one's amazing. That
I
one is
like it.
amazing. So if anything, I will recommend that. Just check that out.
I'll check it out for sure.
And let me
Okay.
see. Let me see what I got for you. What I got for you.
You know, I like questions.
Uh huh.
I
Uh
like
huh.
questions.
So if someone is just starting out right now, right?
Yes.
Somebody they just went to, they got their commission, they are starting out. What advice would you give them?
Get a Google My Business profile page.
Mm.
It's the first thing. But before you do anything else, right? Because it takes them forever to index and all those things. So the sooner that you can get that done, get that done. Then the next thing I would do is make sure you have a primer, right? Your state primer to understand your state laws and all those things. I think one of the, I'm going to derail because I tend to do that. What I've realized about newbies is they've seen a commercial. They've seen a commercial
Mm.
that they can make $10,000 a month.
Yep.
Yo, let me jump into this thing and see what's going on. Not understanding that you're about to become a business owner. You're about to have to start calculating your numbers, understanding all of the things.
Yep.
So I would say quiet the noise. Get on the same vibration of a mentor or a coach. I would say a mentor.
Hmm.
And then just go. Figure out what niche you want to get into and hone in on that and perfect that. Because
Yeah.
there's so many things that you can do to make money. But I think the first thing is understanding your laws, getting with a coach, understanding your niche. But number one is Google My Business.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And looks like we have a question. How do I price my services in New Jersey from your notary partner?
From my notary partner. How do I price as far as what? Apostilles, notary.
Yeah, that's true. So, So do you have a flat rate for the apostille services?
I do. So for apostilles, for there I go stuttering, personal public documents, I charge 150. For corporate documents, I charge 175. If you're going to the Hague or non-Hague countries, I double those prices. And if you piss me off, I may triple it. I'm just saying.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Oh man. Hey, that's as real as it get. So she just commented again. She said for general notary work. That's
Oh, for
what she
general
was
notary
asking.
work? Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna keep it 100 again. I charge $50 because I really don't want to do them. But typically, when I started out, I charged 20. So for me, you have to do your market research. Look at your competition and see what they're charging. I always say come to a medium, search out like 4 or 5, get their prices, do a median, and then that's your number. But the only way that you're going to be able to figure that out is by start at 50. See if you get any hits. Go down to 45. Did you get any hits? Go down to 40. How many hits did you get? And if 40 is that sweet number where all your customers are coming, that's where you stay. And then as you get better, increment back up to 5 and 10.
Okay, got you.
Mm-hmm.
What are some texts that you are currently using? Like what's your like so as far as like computer, printer, scanner, what's your recommendation?
So because I do apostilles now, I don't print nothing. Uh,
Yo, let me get in that game, man. I'm over here printing for loan documents and everything.
oh no! See, that's the main reason why I got a loan signing, because you're buying paper and paper and paper for what, $85, $95, and then you got to wait on it for 30 days. No, I'm good. You're gonna pay me today. Once I get my money, then I'll go ahead and do the services for you. Yeah, no.
God, oh wow.
Yeah, but if I were to do a printer, I have a brother. I think it's a brother LFW, something like that. I don't know. And
Yeah,
then,
okay.
what was your other question?
No, as far as lack of scanner,
Oh
because
yeah, I
I
don't have a scanner.
mm,
Actually, no, I'm lying. My brother is a scanner. It's a multifunction. I apologize. So it's a scanner, a fax, a printer. But I've never, like when I first started in loan signing with Notary Go, I had to like fax my first or scan my first 5. And then once they realized I was okay, then that was it. But I
okay.
don't scan, I don't print, I don't do nothing.
Look, man, let me tell you guys though, when we were talking about the loan signing as far as papers, right? So my first ever loan signing was like the worst as it can get, right? So I received the document, I print them out. Biggest mistake, I didn't know I had to make copies.
For your
So
borrower, for them to keep?
yeah.
Ah,
So I went there. I drove there. It was about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I got there. I'm going through the documents. They started arguing. Then the husband started, trying to raise his voice at me. And then he stopped signing. And then they went back at it, argues, and they finally come back. They signed the document. Then as I was about to leave, he was like, I need a copy. I'm like, I'm like, what? He was like, I need a copy. I was like, oh, they didn't email you these documents. Like, what are you talking about? You need a copy. They didn't email you these documents. He was like,
right.
no, I need a copy. So another thing I did, right?
Hmm.
So because I was so far away, I tried going to a store so I could, print out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, it's my first one. The store closes. Everything was
Of
closed.
course.
So
Of
I had
course.
to drive back home. I got home. I didn't have any paper, so I had to go.
Wow.
I had to go to Walmart, got some paper, come back home, print, and go back to the signers.
My God.
And then when after everything, I come back and had to scan.
Oh
That
no. Uh-uh.
that first appointment was like the worst. Like, to be honest with you, I had told myself I wasn't going to do loan signing just because of that. But at the same
Wow.
time, if I had known what was required,
Right.
as far as bringing the extra
Yes.
copy,
Yes. You
and
would have been solid.
I would have been solid.
Yeah.
But so it's like I always tell people this story about the first loan signing. Look, mine was horrible. Like, it's okay to have bad ones, so don't even
Listen.
trip. Like, don't
Listen.
even trip.
This is what I'll tell you. I'm keeping 100. I had done a signing, I think, before the new year. When I tell you, I went through that document at the table. I went through the document in my car. Then when I was at FedEx, I missed three stamps. Three stamps.
Really?
Three stamps. That was literally in December. So I knew that was a sign. Ty, this is not for you. That was it. I can teach it. I can teach it.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, man, like when the customers are in your face and they're just staring at you, you have dogs chapping and yapping, and then sometimes you go into people's hoarder's house. I have extreme
Ooh.
ADD. I'm like this, and yeah, man. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
it's
true.
not for everybody.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. We have another question from
Sure.
your notary partner. Who is you?
I
Look,
don't know.
your notary
Actually,
partner. Look, I
actually,
appreciate you. Actually, no, I appreciate you all
yeah.
the questions. Look, let me see if I can get them
And
in.
it's my bad too. I wish that we were able to stream to my channel
Yeah,
too.
she's saying that. How do we feel about Ron? I just got certified on the platform. Let me see. Let me see if I can even ask the man. Look, I don't even look.
That'd be
Look,
cool if
guys.
you could. That'd be
I
awesome.
know. The person that's good at doing this is Griff, because he was the one who
Oh, Griff is
he was the one
he be
who
on
put
it.
me on. He put me on StreamYard.
Nice.
Hold on, just give me 1 second, guys. Now let me see if I can get the link for her
That'd be
and
awesome.
see if I can get her in here, because she's asking such a great question. It says invite a guest. Oh, okay.
Oh, what's up? She's like the rambling friend from
All
today.
right. So I just put the link to the StreamYard here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Your notary partner, if you want to hop on here, if you have any more questions for us,
I
like,
love it.
don't be scared now.
Don't be scared.
Yeah,
Did she do it?
I'm not sure.
Probably not.
Like it's definitely on there. It's that. She said it's your rambling friends from today. So like,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's awesome. Like I get a lot of calls. This is the thing too, I'm gonna tell you that that kind of annoys me is if she comes on, but I'll answer the question about Ron. Is people, how can I put this? I'm trying to be politically correct.
all right,
People,
here we go.
you got it? Okay, so sometimes I think that people misunderstand what it means to get into this business as far as like different niches. Did she come in? I don't see her.
No, not yet. She said she's coming, so I'm.
Come on.
Yeah.
People get in this industry with different understandings, right? And I think that sometimes you can get in a group and you can find a coach and you can find a mentor and you can find all those things. But if they tell you, hey, call me, my door is open, and then you
Mhm.
call them and you have somebody on the line that you actually about to close the deal or you need a notarization, they don't answer. This is what I'll tell you. People call me all the time and I answer, right? Just like
Yep.
if you are a mentor or a coach, right? Answer the phone, because at the end of the day, that could be that one call that could either help them exceed or help
Yep.
them fail. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know. So
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right. As we wait on her, we have another question from Signature 21 Notary. What have you learned about yourself owning a business?
I'm crazy. No, I've learned that you have to know your numbers. Like I learned today, like in my marketing meeting that I had today, this guy was like, "Hey, Ty, do you know your numbers? Do you know how many customers do you have? Do you know your conversion rate? Do you know what funnel that your customers are coming down? That you know, hey, I know how to spend more time in that funnel, i.e., Google My Business Profile, right?"
Mhm.
So I've learned that numbers is everything, and it's probably the worst thing that I loathe numbers. So I like that view you just had. I don't know what that was.
I mean, hold on. Is it this one?
Yes, I like that one.
All right,
Do
nice,
you like
nice.
that one?
Yeah, I'm over it. Like I said, this my first YouTube live today,
You're doing
guys.
awesome.
So look, I've been posting like videos here and there, so you guys have the chance to see. Maybe like in the next 5 years, maybe you guys can be, hey, do you remember your first YouTube live? And then we can go from there. She's not on yet, so
Okay.
I'm not
That's cool.
sure. I'm not sure exactly what is going on, but how do you? Oh, there she is. Wait a minute. All right.
But
There
how
she,
do you?
Hi,
there,
How are
there she
you?
is.
I'm
Hey,
good.
how's it?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, so how's it going?
I'm okay.
How do you?
You okay?
Hi,
How are
Hold
you?
I'm good. Hello, everyone.
Oh, so there's feedback. Who has the feedback?
Yeah, you,
I think that's your notary partner.
yeah, you might have to,
You may
yeah,
have two tabs open. Yeah, probably.
yeah, just mute one tab.
Open a new tab.
No,
How many tabs do you have open at the top? You have one or two? You have one?
all right, hold on.
Okay, I think that's better.
All right,
Yes.
perfect.
Got it.
Welcome. Look, you've been asking some great questions so far, so that's why we decide. You know what? Let's get on here. If you have any question about general notary
I
work,
like this. I wish I
anything
would have known
like
about
that,
this.
anything like that. So just go ahead, shoot your shot. So we're here.
No. So thank you very much for the opportunity. Hello, everyone. So I don't know what I'm doing in the notary world as of yet. I have been just getting out there. I put my my business page together. I'm on, all the different platforms. I get calls, I go out. So right now, my main focus has been, I've been getting a lot of work from funeral homes.
Mm,
So
wow.
I get death certificates, that kind of thing.
Okay.
People don't realize that those kind of things need to be notarized,
Yep.
and they get it frequently. So that's why I was asking about the pricing, because I typically go to like one place, funeral home to another funeral home. So it's not like I'm traveling too much, because once I'm there, I may have 4 or 5 documents at a time.
Really?
So am I pricing for my travel there and how many documents I'm doing? Every time I stamp per document, am I pricing, just for me? Like am I pricing, no, seriously, as my
Yeah.
business? Am I just
Yeah.
for my
Yeah.
time? Sometimes I have to wait for a family to finish
Right.
grieving before I can get into the process. So, you don't want to hit them with a wait fee while they're grieving, but it happens.
It
I
happens.
mean, at the end of the day, they know they have to pay, right?
Exactly.
So for me, the way that I do my notarization, this is just me. I don't charge for notarizations because it's $2.50, right? I can barely buy gum with that. So I charge for my travel.
Okay.
Or if I have to do extra things outside of the normal, if I'm not just driving from point A to point B and you have witnesses, that's an additional fee. Or you want me to take your documents and mail them off somewhere, right? For whatever reason. Those are additional fees. But only you can determine your business model. You have to see what works for you and your budget and if it's going to pay your bills, right?
Right.
That's how I structure my fees without overdoing the customer where I lose them, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I get it.
Makes
I
sense.
understand.
Okay.
Okay. So
So how do you market to funeral homes? Like that's
That was
something.
going to be my next question. I'm like, hang on, let me go back on to
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good question.
because I am I'm in Bergen County. So in my immediate area, there are a few Black owned funeral homes.
Oh, nice.
So that's my market right there. I'm in there like, hey, majority of the time they have their own notary in funeral homes, but
Okay.
it's usually sometimes the undertaker. So they may be out doing a call while you have a family who needs to get their documents notarized. So they'll call me like, hey, I need to do X, Y, and Z. Someone's out picking up a body and we have a family here. So that's when I get in. Once I'm there, someone may be bringing something else in and so that's how I really don't do too much marketing here. They know they want to support small business. They want to
Yeah,
support minority business. We try to work together.
makes sense.
I am trying to get out there and get other races, other cultures. Of course, I want it all, but I have to go to who's supporting me right now.
No, that is amazing. So, what is one of your what's your most like? What are you struggling with right now? Like, if we could give you any advice, what are you struggling with?
I think it's the confidence, just having confidence. That's the number one thing. And like, I could be sitting here doing, because I homeschool my son. So I'm home, I could be doing work, and I'm like, why isn't anyone calling me? Da, 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 da. Then as soon as someone calls me, I'm like, this is a call. And it's like, oh, I just need a power of attorney stamp. And it's like, I know it's one little section. I know it's, one thing. And then I'm like, all right, it's not a jurat, it's an acknowledgement. Do I have to attach a certificate? It's just, you have to go through the steps until you feel comfortable. And I think that's my biggest thing right now.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you just one thing is if you are putting it out there that you need service, right?
Right.
You're looking, you want people to call you, and then you are putting all those vibes in the atmosphere, and then all of a sudden you just get a hit from the universe, bring you exactly what you're looking for. You just have to take the chance. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you have questions, just reach out to people within your area that you trust, or you can reach out to Ty. Now you have me, you can reach out to me, and then we can simply, just guide you through it. Because a power of attorney, that's one heck of a document. I've seen power of attorney on Snapdog going for $35. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that, because the liability when it comes to power of attorney, because just so many things that can go wrong, and if you're going to make it worth your while, you should have a fee, charge it accordingly, especially I do a lot of power of attorneys. I go to nursing homes, I go to hospitals, and I have to take into consideration that I have to wait. There's a check-in process. I can be in the middle of the signing, and there's an emergency where they have to give the patient meds, or if it's one of those rooms that has two patients, there might be an emergency with the other patient that's in the room. So you have to take all this into consideration. So when you're pricing those type of documents, price them accordingly. Of course, you're gonna get people who's like, that's too much. Then you also gonna get those who like, that's it.
Right.
Have you ever give your fee to somebody who's like, oh, that's it? I thought it was gonna be more than that.
It happens all the time, because I can only charge $250 for certain documents. So they like, that's it. I'm not, and they'll just like give me a $5 or something just because.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Just take the chances. Like I said, get some guidance. And just reach out to those that's there, that's willing to help you out, and then from there, like, you never know, because once you go to one appointment, you have the opportunity to network and to get more appointments. And also, I like the fact you say you homeschool. As you can see, I have boys in the back. We homeschool as well.
Yes.
Yes. Kudos to you. It's not easy, but kudos to you.
Let me see. You have a question. They say, what document you said that the funeral home needs notarizing? So maybe somebody missed that.
I do. Sometimes I could do death certificates. A lot of times I get a lot of irrevocable, like trust, like that kind of things. But it's typically the same document over and over. It's not like someone brings something different. It's the same thing. So I've gotten pretty used to seeing what it looks like. Every company has something different, but you just, make sure that the signer is who's on. Same thing we do. Verify, just like anything like you would do for a loan. It's the exact same thing. You just check it, read it, make sure, acknowledge, and read through it. If you have to have a witness, make sure it's a credible witness. make sure the person, whoever is signing stuff over, that they are compliant. I mean, that they understand, that they're in their right mind, that they don't seem coerced, and then you go along with it.
Got you. That got you. Makes sense. Do you have anything to say to her, Ty, in regard to what she was struggling with?
First, I think your dimples are super dope. I told SD the same thing. She's in the Mighty Networks.
Thank you.
Super dope. You're very welcome. I have a question though, and you probably get mad at me. You said death certificate, right? So death certificates are vital records. You're not actually notarizing that certificate, or are you? Are you notarizing like a?
I'm not notarizing that certificate.
Okay. Then we're solid. Because you scared me. I'm like, hang on. Okay.
Certificate at all. No, that goes through
Gotcha.
someone higher than me.
Perfection. Okay. That was it. I think that what you're doing is awesome. I think me and Ismael, did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think differently because for me, yes, New Jersey only charges $2.50 per document. Because I have ADD, for me to think about different types of documents, it'll drive me nuts. Mm-hmm. How far are you, and how long is it going to take me to get there? Period. You know what I mean? So because if I go down that road of okay, so I can do $250 for this one, or I can do $15 for this one, or $25 for this one, I would say that's a good thing only if you start looking at that $25 one or the $15 one. But majority of the ones that we're doing is $250, right? So now that's different for loan signing because you have a surplus of those. But just for these, I would just charge for my travel, yo. Like for real.
Okay.
That's just my difference.
Honestly, I've never even done loan signing.
Don't do it.
I've never done it. I got all the stuff. I got the print. I got all of this, but I don't listen to it.
It's not for everybody. Yeah. And some people do it. Like Ismael, he does it, right? Yeah. And I'm for sure you're amazing. But for me, I sucked at it. And I don't like going to people's houses. I don't want you staring at me because I'm crazy. Right. All the things. So you just have to find something that you like. And if funerals is what it is, you need to figure out where that funnel is coming from.
Right.
And expand on that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's what I was saying.
Absolutely. I appreciate it all. I appreciate it. My next step is the Apostille. I'm trying to get up in there.
Listen, come holler at me. I'm ready. I like teaching. I like people making money. Let's all make money together.
I'm right on the border of New York, so I have a lot of influx of
epicenter there. Wow. Yes.
So I get a lot of international people who and I'm like, I don't offer that yet, but I'm trying to add that in there.
Listen, for the record, if you ever get that, call them. Have them call me. I'm gonna tell you right now, real quick. Have them call me. I'll close the deal for you. You'll make 95% of the deal. So if it's $800, you'll make $700, right? Okay. And I'll make $50. That's what I'm trying to do. Yes, it's not about the money for me because I'm already making money by the grace of God. I hope it continues. But if you get customers, yo, send it my way, and I'll close them for you. Seriously.
All right. Sounds good. We're networking. I like it. I love it.
Listen, partnerships.
That's what it is.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Ismael, for allowing me on.
No problem.
Right. Thank you. I hope to be
seeing you
soon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I'll see you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I don't know how to close out of here. How do I do it?
All right. Hold on. I'm about to figure it out. All right. Oh, man. That was amazing.
She was awesome.
Yes, indeed. Somebody said loan signing is not bad.
I'm sorry. I'm just,
Oh, man. That is amazing. So how, so you say you provide coaching, and you also, when I was looking at your profile, you say you're a transformation coach.
Yes, I'm transforming myself. So I'm coaching myself. No, just seriously.
Ooh, I like that.
Seriously. I mean, because the reason why I say it is because I guess I'm abnormal. Not guess, I am abnormal. I just keep it 100, right? And I feel like if I can share my story, more of the failures than the wins, to me, that allows people to see a different perspective. Because most people are just saying, hey, you could do this, da 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 da, but they don't tell you all of the nuances in between that.
Yeah.
So I think having that transformation and people see my growth from where I am to where I am going, I think that's important. And if I can share my story on how I'm transforming and be able to coach people at the same token, I think it's awesome.
Makes sense. Do you have any plans to write a book?
I'm actually working on 10 of them, actually. 10 ebooks, actually.
Jeez, no.
Yeah, I don't want to do too much because back in the day, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this and da 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 da. And then it's like nothing. So now I'm keeping stuff to myself, but I am working on some books. They should be releasing soon.
Yeah,
I'm very excited. Yeah.
yeah, that's one of my goals for this year to put out a book.
Yeah. Ebook, not like a full blown book, an ebook. You know what I'm saying? My ADD won't let me stay sitting too long. So.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. Nah, that is amazing. No, I actually was I was working on an affirmation book for children as well.
Not, yo, that's
So
super dope.
so I
That's
just need
awesome.
to get on a tunnel vision and just get it
That's
done.
key.
Like, because it's already written. I just got to figure out the next part. Like, how do I get it out there? Like, get the illustrations and stuff like
Yes.
that. I think that's where I kind of been stuck at just a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
I mean, tunnel vision is everything. And then if you have, because you're a visionary, right? A lot of people can't just get on YouTube and come up with things and say, hey, da 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 da. You have to be a visionary. You have to see what you want and then take action on it.
Mhm.
But I think that, listen, man, you're already on the right track.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, as far as that, like I always want to give credit where it's due. Like, look, I have a great support system. Like my wife she's on me as far as
That's
getting
awesome.
some stuff done.
Yeah.
She was the reason why I even became a notary because I didn't know what a notary
What
was.
notary was.
Like,
Me neither.
look, she came home. Look, after a few people that she came home right because she
Yeah.
was at work. Came home with the application and she was like, "Oh, I need you to look into this." I'm like, "It's a notary." They know what it was and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
So she, her idea was she had already did all of her research, so she
Hmm.
just feel like that's something I could be providing. I could that's a service I could add on,
Yeah.
and that's how I got started.
That's awesome.
It was not my idea. So when people say, "Oh, you're doing great," I'm like, "Look, it was my wife's idea." Like she
Listen,
was,
that's awesome.
she started all of this.
It's always a support system. I'm telling you, I have a very small support system, but it's everything, yo. I mean, I think that if I didn't have them today, I'd probably be, I don't know, locked up somewhere or dead or something. But support system is everything, especially in this business, because all you got is you, right?
Exactly. You're
So
right.
yeah,
We have just a couple more questions. I think
yeah, go for it.
we just hit
No,
the
it's all
hour
good.
mark.
This is fun.
All right, cool. What made you want to start a podcast?
Oh my God, I haven't done a freaking episode in forever. Now I got to do one. Damn, that's a good question. They trying to go deep into the soul. Dang. Okay, so I started a podcast because I wanted to express myself. And this may sound crazy. I talk to myself all the time, right? Or I talk to God all the time. I'm like, well, why
Mhm.
not just talk to a podcast,
Yep.
right? Put your thoughts on a podcast, and hopefully it can bless someone. But I'm doing it because one, I want to release all of the negative energy and turn that into inspiration. Because I typically don't do a podcast unless I have that urge or something that's really that affects me that I do it. But I do it to release the anger. I do it to release the anxiety, the fear, and then I just want to share my story. You know,
Wow.
being a PK and
Man.
all,
Yeah,
I lived up to my name. So
got you.
Mhm.
Do you feel like you have reached pretty much the top? Like, do you feel like you have accomplished everything you have set out to accomplish so far, or do you
No.
feel like there's still more stuff that you have and what you want to accomplish?
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff that I want to accomplish. I mean, right now, I mean, I'll give you like a backstory. So when I first started, right, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know, but God is good and He's helped me and directing me. But when I started, I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew that there was a specific lane that I was supposed to be in because there was nobody like me, right? And then something happened, and then I caved, and then I was gone for like two or 3 months. And now I've come back and I've resurfaced, and I
Mhm.
feel like I'm like on this inflection, right? This climb. And I'm inspiring people, but it's organic. It's not about the numbers for me. It's about being on that same vibe. So I know that there's a place for me to be to help others, and those help their others, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's just the beginning for me. I love teaching, which I didn't think I wanted to do, but I love it. And I love when students come back and be like, "Yo, Ty, I'm killing it in California, or I'm
Yeah.
killing it in Texas," right?
Makes
That's
sense.
amazing to me, right? So, and then on top of that, I'm a musician, so I want to put out an EP, hopefully for my birthday. And then, yeah, I want to do apostille training, travel to each state and do workshops.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So
man.
so will that, where, like, from everything that you're doing right now, is that something you can see yourself accomplishing in the next 3 to 5 years, or some within way before that?
Oh no, it's gonna be done in 6 months. What you mean?
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
yes. Listen, listen. I believe 2022 was for expansion, growth, and partnerships. Period.
Ooh.
And
Six
I
months.
can't allow it to be like 2021 or the years prior to that. It's unacceptable at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So you are pretty much committed.
I'm sold. Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing. That is amazing.
Yes.
Oh man. So a few more questions I have. So as far as self-care, what do you do for self-care? Staying busy. You're active on social media, you're active within your business. What do you do, when it's time to just relax, like get away from everything?
Okay, so I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I love Call of Duty. Um, if you don't know what that is, that's PS4. I don't know. Google Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. I love playing pool. I used to be an amateur mixed martial artist, so I still practice. But now I'm transitioning to boxing, so I do that. And I love lifting weights. It's everything to me. It's like a release. And I like golf.
Really?
Mhm.
I was not expecting the golf part.
I'm abnormal. See.
Uh,
I love going to the driving range, man, and killing that ball. Bang!
Makes sense.
Yes, yes,
That is,
yes.
that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, which is, that's another thing that's extremely important. As far as with everything that we are doing as a business owner, family life, dealing
Yeah,
with people, it's always important to take that self care. As for
yes.
me, that's something. My self care is, I like going to the gun range.
I
Um,
don't like guns, man. I'd rather have a knife. And my mom said I was crazy because that means you're up and close and personal, Ty. Well,
oh yeah, yeah, that's crazy. All right. But just that, I like reading, spending time with the kids and stuff like that.
nice.
Every now and then we'll go on a hike. But no, that's something that's extremely
Cool.
important. That's something you cannot forget.
Yes, yes.
And because you will burn yourself out. You
In a
will burn.
heartbeat. I got burnt out in 3 months. I was done. Done. Yeah. And I do meditation. Obviously, I told you music as well. So
Yes.
do you need like any hobbies, like activities? Like you yeah.
Um, I have, like, if I could turn this around, we have a little meditation section right here
Oh,
with the
nice.
candles and
Yeah, I
everything
had
else
the whole
like
thing, the
that.
crystals, all yes, it's everything.
Yes,
Yes, it's
yes.
everything.
So,
Yes.
so we have that here, and then now I like me to be low key. To be honest with you, I enjoy spending time with family.
Nice.
That's something I enjoy. So sometimes I'll be home too much. Man, like, hey, go out with your friends or something. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
go crazy. I go crazy if I'm in the house too long, man. Yeah.
like she she be telling me to go out. I just that's how I cope with things.
Okay.
And everyone is different. So if
Yeah.
you're in this business, you definitely have to take time out for yourself,
Always.
and that way you're not really burning yourself out.
Facts.
All right, let me see. Any last minute questions before we get out of here? Let me see. Making sure that I didn't miss anyone. No one be like,
Yeah.
let me see what we got.
And Ishmael, make sure that you if you don't mind, give me the video when it's done and I'll upload it to my YouTube as well. And then
Okay.
I'll start, letting people know where your channel is so they can start
All
supporting
right,
you.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how to do
Oh,
it,
I can teach
but
you. I'll teach you
all
how to
right,
do it.
cool.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easy.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like we have any more
Okay, cool.
questions. So, any final thoughts?
I don't have any other final thoughts except thank you so much again for allowing me to be here. I appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram, the Abnormal Notary. If you're not in the Mighty Networks, get in there. Search the Abnormal Notary Experience. We are truly a mighty family. It's everything. Follow me on Clubhouse, Abnormal Notary, and then my podcast called The Abnormal Consult. And that's really it. Just be true to yourself, quiet the noise, and create what you want. Because if you have noticed, Ismael, there's a lot of damn now hiring signs. Because ain't nobody trying to go back to work,
Yeah.
right? Right. So at the end
That's
of the day,
true.
that's it. Just be kind to one another and help each other. That's all I got.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, thank you for joining. Like I said, I really appreciate you
I
taking the
appreciate you.
time. Like been following you all last year, and then
I appreciate
to
you.
be able to do this tonight, it's absolutely amazing.
That's awesome.
Keep doing what you're doing. I wish
Thank
you
you so
much
much.
success. I wish everyone on here that participate, ask question. I wish you guys so much success this year. Just remember that, stay focused on your goals. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. The only thing that really matter is what you want to do, what you set out to accomplish. Again, it's not about perfection. It's about consistent action. That's all to it.
Put it
That's
on a
all to
t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt. I'll buy it.
it. I got you. I got you. Well, I appreciate that. So
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
again. Hope you have a good night and
You too,
be
King.
safe.
All right, you too, King.
Thank you, Quinn. Have a good one.
All right, see you.